Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Green Bay Packers. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180. Check. Mike 42. Danny. Sponge.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Aguilar has it, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Go. 180. I got you.
On first down, Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We got three. Three down.
Running with Howard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. A gain there of 30 big ones. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the toss play, Howard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out.
Mike, go. What's 20?
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Watch the eye. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Hey, empty, empty.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A big run there by Jones. Give him 42 yards on the ground. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Escaping the pressure right, and avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
I'm coming after you. Two jet.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 5-2 on here.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 48 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers steps away to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Inside.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Number 53, Mike 53. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Get 300. Get 300.
Now a play fake. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 33-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a draw play. This is Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. On second and 9, Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Rodgers. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On play action, Wentz. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Go! Let's go!
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Blue 58!
You can't block me! You can't block me!
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. First half in the book. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
All day, baby, let's go! Let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 9. Check 9.
Now it's Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
I'm letting you know right now, you better break. Watch 36. Hey, orbit. 65. 65. 65. Run. Line 36. Line 36. What we got?
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wentz now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
50, line 50. No chance.
Now Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Go. 180. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
On 1st and goal, Howard trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try again with Howard. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
5-9, 5-9.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, Zoo.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, 50. 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
I'm coming.
Throwing his Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here in the eye. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Now Wentz will keep it. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Watch it. 219. Watch the run. Switch. Hey, 88.
Working from the gun. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
You got nothing.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit,
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. On the crossing route, complete. It's Jackson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Man 5-7.
Mike 42, Mike 42. I'm coming.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Sunday.
Watch that.
They run with Howard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Preston Smith there on the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
36 to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Packers 10. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Watch the slip. Plant. Run it 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick-6. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Rodgers throwing again. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now a and this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Switch it, 61, matchbox lights. Wide left. Get wide.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here we go. Ready?
Double time.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here we go. Pac-Man. Lady!
Double tight. 3 down.
Done.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.